outdone yourself again, Sandra.
Oh, thank you. Hey, thank you for looking in on Nana. I've been so swamped with this case.
You know I love that old woman. She kept me up half the night with her crazy stories.
And now the good stuff for our festivities.
To LAPD's newest deputy chief of police, slogging her way up to the top of a man's world.
Here's the slogan.
Indeed. It's the DA settling on that Jamal Edwards case.
They better not settle. Guy spits on 2 police officers, tries to gouge out the eyes of another, and doesn't expect to get tuned up.
Tuned up. Bloody nose is one thing, but broken ribs is another.
You gotta be respected on these streets or they own you.
So you beat the respect out of them?
The Los Angeles Police Department is committed to fairness and equity.
Blah, blah, blah.
That's a nice political answer.
Says California's top federal judge and future Supreme Court nominee.
Well, we're not near there yet, though I hear there's some nice brownstones in that Georgetown area.
Must be nice being on the president's short list.
I worry about you being on the mob short list. You keep prosecuting the cartel, and we're gonna find you at the bottom of the lake.
No. She's way too high profile now, sitting up there with Don Lemon on CNN. Don, I go after them like a tiger without fear.
Okay. Hey, and I'll say it again. That is one handsome man. Ooh. If things were different.
But they aren't.
Oh, look at us. We made it through the isms. And look where we are.
Isms. Takes forever to climb and just a second to fall.
Anyway, for dessert, my family's special cherry Jubilee cake.
Oh, wait. Oh, will you sit down for just 5 minutes? Now, tell me about this Jubilee thing.
In ancient Israel, a Jubilee year was a special occasion. Every 50 years, long story short, it was a time to start anew.
I love when you get biblical, but I just want to eat. And now that you're the new head Negro in charge, are those white cops going to have your back like you have to have theirs?
My first day as deputy chief, I go to my new office. You know, big windows, all shiny. I sit at my desk, and inside one of the drawers is a picture. Aunt Jemima engaged with a cop. Welcome to the big house was written on top. No, they don't have my back. It is what it is.
Well, get this. I'm at this function a few weeks ago in a room size of Dodger Stadium. People mingling. And this one guy accidentally stumbles and falls into me.
I know this one.
And thank goodness my butt was there for him to grab onto and steady himself.
Well, what was the poor man supposed to do? It was so big and soft. Right there.
I mean, what do you do? Go somewhere and complain and then get a rep for being too uptight? It's 1,000 little indignities. And with all you've seen, how did you get through unscathed?
Unscathed. Did I ever tell you the story of this young law graduate, third week at her new blue chip firm? One of the lawyers, son of the chief partner, calls her into his office, locks the door behind her when she comes in. And when he's done, he reminds her of his family's connection everywhere. And if she wanted to work at any law firm anywhere, she had better keep quiet.
Sandra.
When she told her favorite auntie what happened, she said, "Well, sweetie, Next time, keep your knees buckled together. A lot of people worked hard to get you where you are.
"10 years I've known you and you've never said anything."
Why would I?
Is this man still around?
Is this man still around? He's more than still around. Anyway, dessert?
Don't do that.
Do what?
Your ice queen nothing affects me thing. How come we have not talked about this? We're supposed to be friends.
And we're also colleagues in an unforgiving Shark Tank.
You mentor all these young women.
No! You want to parade me around like I'm some freak?
Freak? You were a victim.
Don't you ever use that label about me, ever! I am a judge. I'm not a victim.
I get it. But looking back makes you weak. You gotta move forward.
At the cost of your soul.
My soul is my business. Thank you for your concern.
All I'm saying is,
Leave it alone.
no.
I'm not expecting anyone. May I help you?
I'm sorry to disturb you, ma'am. I need your help.
My goodness.
Are you okay? Your daughter?
She's fine. Our dog is missing. We were walking in the park yesterday. He got spooked and ran off into the woods a few minutes after I took that photo.
Mr.
Gully tissue. It's French. You mentor black girls in math?
She won Mentor of the Year.
My daughter loves math.
Then you're in the right place.
You know, there's a neighborhood app. You could post your pictures right there, and I can help you.
I didn't realize there was a lake in the park up the street. This is all Photoshopped badly.
Keep your hands where I can see them.
As you walk out the door.
I'm sorry, ladies. I'm exactly where I intended to be. And I'm not going anywhere.
No, Negro. This woman told you to get out of her house. And I have a hearing aid in case you missed it.
Deputy Chief Tanya Rogers. 21 years on the Los Angeles Police Force. Rose through the ranks and one level from top cop in the city.
Oh, you're a fan. Write a letter.
Hardly. And Assistant District Attorney Kiara Wilkinson. The hard-charging prosecutor. Highest conviction rate in 25 years. You tried the Culver City rapist and the West Side Strangler. And now, you're going after major organized crime figures.
Sounds like a fanboy. Too bad he's leaving.
He's got one more person.
And last but not least, Judge Sandra. Life sentence Johnson. The youngest woman to become a district judge. You mentor young women of color in one hand and lock them up with the other.
Now we're done.
Are we?
Who's that?
Tanisha Wallace, convicted cop killer.
10 years ago, she was charged in an alley for a minor drug offense.
And the murder of a police officer with 3 kids.
A railroaded crime.
She was not railroaded. She got the best from the American justice system.
Thanks to all of you.
What do you want?
I'm giving you a chance to be cleansed.
How mighty white of you.
A young woman of color.
I don't need you to lecture me about women of color.
Only about one. You 3 have betrayed the trust placed in you by the very community which needs it the most. Be who is covering over transgressions will not succeed. But he who confesses and abandons them will be shown mercy. Proverbs 28:13. Hallelujah.
You walk into my home and quote the Bible to me? Get out.
I need to check my bandages.
Did you see a sign on the front door that said Saint elsewhere? Out now.
Wait. There's a bathroom up the steps.
Whose home is this?
Do you want him collapsing on your front steps? And I want to question him. Can you make it up the steps?
Door's on the right. Hurry.
We are 3 women alone.
You told me the rest was good to do what I needed to do to make the case. Cops and your methods.
Shut up. You prosecutors don't mind our methods.
Well, both of you be quiet. We'll talk to him.
Why are you all tripping like this? I didn't do anything.
Oh, killing a cop is nothing?
I ain't killed no cop.
Roger, check behind the trash. You threw something there.
I didn't throw nothing.
We got the shooter. 2 officers on the scene. We found the weapon. We're in the alley across from the bar.
He's setting me up.
She's saying it's not even hers.
You let a cop killer walk, you'll be watching your back for the rest of your life.
I didn't throw nothing.
That's quite a look for the most powerful district attorney in California.
Yeah, well, the missus isn't feeling very well, so I got drafted. If the team needs you to do something, you do it.
You asked me to stop by.
So we're getting all the witness statements thrown out on the Tanisha Wallace case.
You're keeping pretty close tabs on my case, Bill.
It's a cop killing. Everyone's keeping close tabs on you, on me, on the whole office.
She's got a bunch of people that can vouch for where she was at the time of the shooting.
Drug addicts, lowlifes, and thugs.
Friends and family. I'll get them all thrown out.
Did I mention the pressure?
Many times.
I think we've got another tool in our arsenal. Rachel Dawkins. She's been a confidential informant for years. Put her in the cell with Wallace, and she'll be able to testify in her confession.
Tanisha's been denying guilt for months now. You expect her to confess to a complete stranger?
It's already done. Rachel's waiting for you at County Holding.
Bill.
You know, there are plenty of people who were resistant to you getting this slot. But I said, my girl, she's gonna do great things in this office. She'll play for the team.
Is this Rachel gonna be believable on the stand?
With your help. Am I speaking English?
You should try the Vichy Soir. It's to die for. Men and their little private clubs. A few years ago, I couldn't even be a fly on the wall here. And you? I'm visiting from Washington, D.C. I'm also a friend of the governor.
And your name is?
Visiting from Washington, D.C. We're fine here. So, it looks the Tanisha Wallace case is coming your way.
I don't discuss my cases.
People have a strong interest in seeing justice done.
Well, people don't need to worry. That's what always comes from my court.
A police widow with kids crying over the loss of her husband is not a good look in an election year. Even worse, the murderer getting to walk.
Sure wish they had put together a better case.
We don't always get our wishes.
I don't like how this feels.
You don't need to like it. There are two roads. One, big and comfy, that leads to being a federal judge and all that it entails. The other leads to a small town on the outskirts of Anchorage, Alaska. A dead-end judgeship. Kind of place that makes you want to slit your wrists.
The governor has no connections to those roads. And he's not so vindictive.
But I do. And I am. You do a bunch of volunteer work for young, underprivileged women, the kind that don't live in this small town in Alaska.
I make decisions that I can live with.
You'll find a way.
Those are different times.
Meaning what exactly?
Is he doing surgery in there? There's nowhere to go.
Search the house.
We were all standing here. He didn't come out.
I'm gonna make a few phone calls, find this gully, whatever, put the fear of God in him.
You won't find him. That's not his name. It's an anagram. There was a riot in a women's state prison. A woman was stabbed to death.
What was her name? What's with her?
Kiara!
I didn't throw nothing.
You'll be watching the back for the rest of your life.
She'll play for the team.
You'll find a way.
Come on.
No, you're gonna judge me.
No, I talk too much. You crack me up.
Did you drop the stain?
What stain? What, on my floor?
Was there a man here?
We know who's had her last glass of wine.
It's just been us three. Sandra was just convincing me that I should let the past go and to move forward.
Right.
Yeah. Forward.
What?
Where's she gonna have? Girl, I don't know. Is she driving?